Hello, hello. Oh wow, it's been a long time since I've played this game now. Um, what's up, everybody? No real in the house. Since I have not prioritized editing, recording, and all the other things I need to do to even create and present a nice recording atmosphere and visually and things of that nature, I just figured I would stream from my PlayStation 5 and let you guys watch me play a game while I talk about current subjects. Man, it's been so long, I forgot what I was doing. Um, this must have been after I just fought somebody. Yeah, so, okay. What's over here? Something to pick up, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, so, since I've last been on, a lot has happened. Um, a lot of ridiculous things. Oh, there's nothing there. A lot of ridiculous things in the subject matter of gaming, more so with Microsoft and Xbox. And I just have to say, I've already said a million times on a ton of different videos how, what my issue is with Microsoft Xbox, what my issue is with the gaming community as they, talk about console wars or, um, what's okay to say, what's okay not to say, or whatever. Like, again, it really bothers me as somebody who's played video games for darn near 40 years, to hear people talk stupidly and ignorantly. But I almost, I shouldn't be surprised, and I guess I can't blame them because that's the world we live in. I mean, look at politics. People lie and people believe lies, and they talk about it as if it's truth. So, and money is the god of this world, in so many ways, meaning people will say and do anything in the name of money. Like, oh, this is okay and this is okay because we're making money. They justify how businesses practice and operate and say, well, it's all about making money. And as long as you're making money, then everything's okay. Like, no, it's not. How stupid can you be? But some people believe this crap because that's what you've been taught for a long time. And so you just run with it. But, but anyway, so number one, console war, which let's first define console warring. Let's define that. Console warring is simply no different than Pepsi versus Coke, no different from McDonald's versus any other fast food chain like Jack in the Box or Burger King. And for the most part, everybody knows McDonald's is not really competing with any of those franchises realistically, meaning McDonald's pretty much has the position that I almost wanted to give them Microsoft position, but yeah, let's say Microsoft in the area of software is the position that McDonald's has in the area of fast food. Meaning they're so big that they can't fail. They're so big that anybody else is not real competition. Like they're not going to really cost McDonald's that much money. Do other people go and choose other places other than McDonald's on any given, point in time? Of course. But McDonald's, it serves so many people that it really doesn't affect them. Like they're always going to make their money. They're always going to get their bag. They're always going to have a certain level of success. And not to mention on top of the fact that when it comes to food and fast food, the demand is so huge that there's enough for, to go around. And realistically, the same can be said about gaming. There is enough to go around. And so, it's just kind of, it's definitely just interesting. Okay, that way. It's definitely interesting that we've gone so many years now in the video game space where people have kind of changed how they talk about it. So, and of course, because there's so much money being made and the social media aspect of conversating and talking about any subject now has really kind of changed the landscape as well. Meaning, like, because anybody can just grab a mic or, put money behind a platform to you know, tell a certain narrative, create a certain, kind of storyline, so to speak. You almost, man, I don't even know how to get out of here. Um, it just changes it just changes the conversation. Like basically people who you wouldn't even listen to before now have a huge platform in which they can kind of, give their opinion and their point of view in regard to it, and pretty much kind of affect how other people, view the subject. And that's kind of what's happening in gaming for sure. So let's see, can I even get across there like that? I'll have to find out. I can't get up there, huh? Oh, that's not good. I gotta find a way up there, because that's how I got down here. Okay, well, best way to get out when you can't get out is to go this way. Anyway, so it's a little bit harder to play and talk and keep on track of what you're talking about as opposed to just having it recorded. But anyway, man, it's been so long I forgot what buttons to push. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I did not mean to do that. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, that was not what I was trying to do.
That's right.
Anyway, so like I was saying, when it comes to, we pretty much defined what console wars are. Like, it's just two different choices of something in gaming. So for the consoles, it's pretty much been what? Nintendo has always been around. Others have come and gone. PlayStation came, and since they have come, they have not gone away.
Just like the others.
What? What the heck is this?
Adventure Brothers! Take her down! Meal time, boys! Eat well! And on the order! But how? Murderer! You killed them! You killed them all!
Interesting. I didn't even know I was, I don't know how I found him, but okay.
Poor dogs. Didn't know any better.
Wait, no. No. Dang it. I forgot how to do anything. Anyway. Man, I gotta learn how to play again. Man, I definitely killed all his dogs, that's for sure. Interesting. Okay, so, console wars. Pretty much, it's no different than I've always given the analogy of sports. You like this team, that team, Lakers, Boston, Cowboys, 49ers, Yankees, Dodgers. You choose a team, and you like your team, and you root against the other team. That's console wars. You like Sony, you don't like Xbox, you root against one and like the other. Now, here's where it gets a little different because it's gaming. In gaming, you might not, like literally personally, just like in sports, you might not like the color of another team, right? Like green might not be your color. You might not like the color of the Cowboys, silver and what, blue or whatever. You might not like how it looks. You might not like the blue star. So in gaming, you might not like the games being offered on the PlayStation platform. Those might not be games that interest you. You might not like single player games or third person point of view, like this type of game. You might not like it. You might not like horror games that seem to be so plentiful on all platforms, but a lot of Microsoft games are very dark. Like I've seen so many of their state of plays, not really called a state of play, but they're like presentation of games that they're offering for a particular season, and they'll all be mainly dark. And I'm just like, man, it's not, nothing bright. And Nintendo, you might not like games that look very cartoonish or a kid, type games, so those type of things are personal opinions, and nobody can really say your personal opinion is wrong. So that's where console warring and saying that it's wrong or bad or immature really becomes really stupid, because you may literally have a legitimate opinion that means you don't like, literally do not like at all what's being offered on another platform. And with that being the case, how then can somebody say, oh, you're just a hater because you don't, because you say bad things about a particular platform? You might not like that platform, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, that is, a big part of what I don't like when people talk about console warring and that it's old and you're immature or something's wrong with you if you... Whoa, my gosh. Knock me off my horse. Attack my horse. What's wrong with y'all? Anyway, so like I was saying,
Let's go.
anyway, yeah. So I guess a little bit harder than I thought. I thought I could play just a little game that wouldn't require me to have a bunch of noise, and I could focus on
Come, Shimaki. Come on.
focus on some things. But anyway, whoa, what was that? All right. Oh, this was that place where we found those people, or followed them people. Whoa, I see that. Y'all think y'all slick, huh? I got something for that.
Look at this! You, Katana! It won't be much of a fight.
Yeah, so
Stranger, could you lend a hand?
You're lucky I stopped. What happened?
We were headed to the inn, but then our cart broke down and...
oh my gosh.
Faster, Shimaki!
You're the one Lord Saito wants.
Man, I've been getting my horse really hurt. Anyway, all right. So if we can attempt to finish talking about subjects, so we have talked about we talked about defining console warring and how, to me, I think it's stupid for people to talk negatively about it because all it is people having a personal preference about a particular console platform, whether that be Nintendo, Microsoft, or Sony. Simple as that. You know, PC is not a console, so I always find it interesting that even, and I shouldn't say I always find it interesting, but it's interesting to me that it took me a while to like actually just think and question like why the heck are PC gamers or people who play games on PC even in the console conversation. Now, granted, yeah, everybody's playing games per se, but you playing on a PC is not the same as playing on a console. So people who play on a PC wanting to brag about, their experiences on a PC, which is like a completely different system altogether, it just makes it kind of strange that they want to brag about that. It's basically like somebody bragging about playing basketball as opposed to football when even though they're both games, they're two different games that have a different set of rules. And it's the same thing with PC gaming and console gaming. It's a different set of rules. You can cheat on a PC. You can do illegal things on a PC. Now, can you do illegal things on a console? You can, but it would take you to basically remake the console. Like completely. Like basically make the console not even like if you jailbreak your console or illegally change your console in a way, it could make it to where you can't play online, which is really ridiculous, or that you could lose your account and lose your warranty. So none of that makes sense. Whereas on a PC, you can do any illegal things you want to your computer, and there's no really consequences for it outside of maybe going to jail and having a fine or something, depending on how far you go down that hole. But when it comes to, let's see, where are we going now? When it comes to, so when it comes to the whole conversation about PC versus console, that's one thing. But to talk about console wars, PC doesn't have a place. PC gamers don't have a place in the console war, so it's always interesting that they even bother saying anything about it. So.
You ever see foxes playing with fireflies at night?
They're like butterflies, too.
I saw one run off by a tree with red leaves. If I followed, I might have found their secrets.
I'll have to take a look myself.
Yeah, so,
Welcome, traveler. You look hungry. I have rice. Come eat and relax.
Where did you find rice in Ezo?
A merchant from the mainland. I won't tell you how much I paid for it. Please, have a seat.
I don't want any trouble.
Interesting. Okay, I'm sitting. Where's the food?
You need a rest, traveler.
Stick to the road, stranger.
Okay, that was weird.
Been having strange dreams lately. Can't be good.
That was weird. You would think something else would have happened. You would have thought I would have got some food or something, but none of that happened. Interesting. All right. Moving right along. So, we'll try to get to current topics here. So, let's see here. So Microsoft still has people making content about what they're doing as a company. I've seen many channels on YouTube. What the heck? Just out of nowhere. Okay. Nine Tails. Nine Tails where? Man, a lot is going on.
We keep meeting in strange places.
Why come this far north?
I don't have the luxury to refuse work. As numb as my fingers might be from the cold. Show me that armor. My hammer is itching for a challenge.
Wow.
Do not trust anything you see out here. Take the weaponsmith Hachiro. A bit of a short fuse. Owns the forge up by Soya Port. Always yelling out against these fox spirits. He has not been seen for a week.
Another victim of the Nine Tails.
Okay.
That's the place.
Okay. So,
Tatsumaki.
Okay, so anyway, yeah, let's just try to talk this out. um, so yeah, I've seen a lot of people, talk about Microsoft as a company, and it's just really crazy. I guess it's like, I don't know. I don't know what it's like to be that delusional to where you believe, certain sources that apparently are lying, whether you're listening to Microsoft Xbox executives or people online. Like, all they have done is really lied about what their intentions are. They've lied about the state of gaming. They've lied about what they prioritize. They've lied about what they're providing. They have just consistently lied. Now, do most companies do this? Yes, but Microsoft and Xbox have done this on a much more extreme level, and it's really ridiculous. And it's unfortunate because the reality is most people don't care. Um, and I think the state of this country, the United States, is pretty much kind of reinforcing that type of environment where even though they know everybody's lying, they, don't seem to care because, and I honestly, I don't know the reason why they don't care. I'm not really sure. I can't say why they don't care, but for some reason, people lying, entities, companies lying, it doesn't seem to matter anymore. Um, yeah, I don't have an answer for that, for why that's the case. Um, just seems to be the case for sure. Um, so yeah, um, I guess I'll go with Unreal. Yeah. So is that what I came to get? Apparently. Okay. All right. And then I guess I'll go back here. Yeah. So yeah. Just the environment being just saturated with lies. The environment of the gaming community, subject of gaming, just a lot of lies in regard to. Let me just give a handful of examples as far as the lies that I'm talking about in regard to Microsoft and Xbox, because people might not know what that is. Number one, they lie about the type of games that they're bringing to the table. They say they say that they're going to be like generational games, and like games that you've never seen before, that the way you experience it and the way you play it and how much you enjoy it will be like something you've never experienced before. And when the game comes out, it's nothing like that. And even the people who like the game, they might like it, but they'll definitely say it's not what they said it was going to be. And then there have been games like, what was it? Redfall, where the game was supposed to be,
The Ainu must have passed through here in a hurry.
the game was supposed to be like an amazing game again, and it was an unfinished game. So not only was it not a good game that Phil Spencer himself said he played, and how great it was, and when people played it, it was horrible. So and that's not just an opinion situation, because there was literally nobody who could come out publicly and say that that game Redfall was good at all. So it wasn't like an opinion. It was basically somebody lying, saying something was good when it wasn't even playable. To a certain extent, it was like that. It had a lot of issues. It didn't run well. So, like nobody was lying when, what was it? Cyberpunk came out and it could hardly run, without having a lot of issues. People knew what it was, and it was so bad that PlayStation was like, we'll give you your money back. So for a game to be in that bad of a state to where, you have to literally address it publicly, which Microsoft did have to do in regard to Redfall, just another example of their lies. Another big lie. Saying that exclusives are old and antiquated or something in the past. Like, no, exclusives still matter. Look at Nintendo. Nintendo has the Switch 2, which is like the most fastest selling console right now. And even though it's not something that I like, I can't deny that there are enough people that like Nintendo and like what Nintendo offers to the point where they're spending their money on it, even if it's overpriced. So if people are willing to pay more money for something that they can only get in one area, one source, one platform, which is exclusives, then how is it old? So it's literally breaking records, as far as how much they're selling. Now, some of that stuff could be inflated, but inflated or not, they're still doing leaps and bounds far better than any other platform that says, oh, we can give you everything. You don't need exclusives. No, the only people that don't care about exclusives are PC players, because they want everything everywhere, which is what Microsoft is spitting. And I want to say that Microsoft, of course, because Microsoft is literally on every PC, as in Windows operating system, of course they want to say something like that appeals to that group of people. So again, when it comes to console gaming, not PC gaming, when it comes to console gaming, exclusives matter. Xbox lost the console competition, lost the console war. Every year they made an Xbox, from Xbox One, Xbox 360, Xbox, and I say Xbox One, meaning the first Xbox, it was just called Xbox. So that one, so from Xbox to Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, every last generation of those Xboxes came in last place behind every other platform. Last place with the first Xbox to PlayStation 2 and 1. Last place to Nintendo Wii. Last place when they went to Xbox 360. Last place to PS3. Last place to whatever Nintendo had. Might have still been the Wii at that point, not sure. Or maybe the first Switch. Xbox One, which I think was maybe the Switch era. Again, last place to Nintendo, last place to Sony's PS4, then PS5, and Nintendo Switch 2. Last place, last place, last place for Microsoft Xbox. So, yeah, I mean, just really, really ridiculous.
It's so cold here. But beautiful.
Is that why people stay?
Is that why people stay playing on Xbox? Because it's cold and lonely, and they lose all their money.
By the snow. Waiting for spring.
Like mother, like daughter. Okay. Huh. Okay.
Come.
Alrighty then. Pick up my dog killings. I really miss being able to see everything in like shadow form, like especially if I'm like missing something.
Find me, boy.
All right. Yeah, I haven't. Like I said, I haven't played this game in probably maybe 3 weeks, so gonna take me a while to get back into good form, but that's not gonna happen probably right now because I'm really trying to have a conversation or at least talk on the YouTube channel. Not so much, the game is just for visual, since some people rather watch video of gaming than somebody talking in some cases, at least unless you have a more aesthetically pleasing presentation. And I'm speaking more background than like the actual person, but still working on a few things, so otherwise I would just be video and focusing on what I'm talking about. So hopefully this is not too bad. Kind of still having a conversation playing, which is what people do as well. So wait, which way? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Okay. All right. So let's see here. I think I got to where I was trying to get to, perhaps. Yeah, passing through.
Be careful. I just ran away from a wolf.
Where did you see this wolf?
Not far from here. I think I was near its den.
Okay, so it's one of those.
From bows to quivers, I offer only the best. In need of a bow your skills?
Maybe.
Then let's get down to business.
Hmm.
Did those merchants ever show up?
I don't think they will. It's been too long.
Maybe they decided Teshio Ridge wasn't worth the trip.
Or they were taken.
Hmm.
Looks like we have a visitor.
Drawing maps would be a lot easier without everyone trying to kill each other out here.
You know I don't bite.
Funny. You are hilarious. There.
Well, father comes home soon.
Interesting.
Excuse me. Are you for hire? My grandson has gone missing. I'll pay anything to have him found.
When did you last see him?
A few days ago, Shokichi went hunting in the Hakodake Mountains. It's been challenging to put food on the table lately. I told him I don't need to eat that much, old as I am.
Probably got caught in a storm. I'll find him.
Thank you, kind traveler.
If I have to cut down one more truck, come, Kakema. Let us barter. Collected many of these myself. It is quite useful. I could really use some ashkuru right now.
Sellsword, are you looking for work?
What's the job?
I need to know if someone is trouble waiting to happen. All you have to do is keep an eye on the man. Tell us if he is up to anything suspicious. What do you say?
Who am I tailing?
Hyobe. He came out of nowhere with coin to spare, saying he wants to travel with my caravan.
So what if he has money? You're being paranoid.
Strange things happen here all the time. People aren't always who they say they are.
Where is your caravan headed?
The mainland. We tend to pick up passengers. It is good business.
Look, Hyobe said he'd be drinking himself stupid at the Red Crane Inn. Just see if he's telling the truth.
Need help with some armor?
Ginji.
Ah, is your armor in need of a master craftsman? Only for you.
That Ugetsu can be so reckless sometimes. Chasing wild tales.
What kind of tales are we talking about?
The kind that gets you killed. Especially out here. He kept talking about Yukimushi and snow sculptures. Said he'd make the trek himself, east of here, by the mother-daughter tree.
Maybe it's worth taking a look.
You want to get yourself killed along with him? Be my guest.
Should show the Ninetales cipher to Oyuki. She might have a new lead.
Seen too many dead bodies out there.
Hate the smell.
Okay, well, I can't figure out what I'm looking for. I imagine it's in the inn.
Waiting for someone?
A stingy wanderer who abandoned me in the woods.
The map led me to a cipher for the Nine-Tails symbols.
Then we were right. It's how they communicate.
When I first arrived in Teshio Ridge, I was ambushed by the Kitsune. Before I got away, I found a symbol on one of his men. I think it means hideout.
He was going to take you somewhere? For what purpose?
I don't know. But he might still be there, if we can find it.
The Matsumai have been tracking the Kitsune for months. Combine their knowledge with your cipher, and we may be able to find this hideout.
Last time I spoke to Commander Fujita, he said he'd execute me.
Only if he saw your face.
The way of the Shamasan.
Come with me.
Well. Okay, let's see what kind of conversation I can have.
As a performer, I've learned to keep my audience wanting.
I'd never get paid if I did that.
Good luck getting stuck. Anyway,
Behind this wall is a secret passage we can use to spy on Commander Fujita.
Oh.
You're surprisingly useful.
I tried to tell you. The original owner of the Red Crane Inn was a prospector. He used the promise of a hot bath to eavesdrop on the competition, and then blackmail them.
He sounds like a pervert.
I prefer to think of him as shrewd. Careful. It's a tight squeeze.
Interesting.
And don't linger. If that woman finds the Kitsune before we do, no one is going home.
Sir.
Tell Chosuke he either coughs up new information, or he'll be shot a knuckle.
Chosuke. Sounds like the Matsumai have an informant. Maybe he can tell us about the Nine-Tails hideout.
But where are they meeting him? I need to get in there.
I'll distract the commander. Just be quick about it.
No, folk spirits and ugly, meddlesome women. This is the worst posting in Ezo. No, because of a simple misunderstanding.
Commander Fujita?
Now's my chance.
You humiliated me in front of my men.
Your men put you in that position.
You have quite a mouth.
Exiled for disobeying orders.
I thought you should know.
Damn it.
Looks like they've hit more dead ends than leads. Ah, there. Chosuke's name is marked near the Nakajima Sake house. Anything else of use in here?
Find anything?
Still looking. Soft and dainty hands bring pleasurable pressure. I'll sleep well tonight. Ugh.
I never took Fujita for a poet.
How many mistresses can one man have?
And where does he find the stamina?
Here we are. A note from the informant. Chosuke even mentions the symbols in this letter. But the samurai can't read them. That's enough to go on. Fujita will be back soon.
This is the one time he would not be pleased to find two women in his room.
The samurai are meeting their informant at the Nakajima Sake house. Do you know it?
The proprietor has been asking me to perform there for years. But he's the kind of man who easily gets the wrong ideas.
Stay here. That won't happen to me.
You'll only start another fight with the Matsumai. I have a plan, but it requires an open mind.
I don't like the sound of that.
You want to find the Kitsune's hideout, don't you?
Well, you know what that means. Alright, so...
The shamisen woman told me everything.
Radio Yuki? Oh, then yes, your horse was recovered. Just now.
Lucky.
Then your horse.
Yeesh. So yeah, so
You were quick to think of those secret
I guess I'll
passages.
wait.
That wasn't the first time you've spied on guests.
Innkeeper Ume showed them to me as a place to hide if the Nine-Tails attacked. But if I know my audience, I can tailor my performance to their needs.
I knew it.
Do you not learn about your clients before taking a job?
My clients are a bounty poster and a price. But I don't hurt kids or animals.
How noble.
Oh well. Riding down the road.
Your horse is fond of you.
I feed him.
It's more than that. You move practically as one.
Something about him spoke to me. You could say we chose each other.
Animals can be easier company than people. They're less likely to stab you in the back.
And they don't judge. What's this plan of yours?
The Matsumai, and likely their informant, will be on the lookout for a woman with a sword. What they won't be expecting is... a waitress.
No, absolutely not.
All you have to do is follow my lead, and keep an ear out for Chosuke. It's like any other scouting job.
Except I'll be in a kimono, without my sword.
Do you want to find the Kitsune or not? We should keep moving. Do you want to find the Kitsune or not?
If this doesn't work...
Then we do it your way. Sword swinging and blood spraying. Here we are. Nakajima Sake House. Dismount and we'll get you changed.
It's too tight.
Any looser, and they'll want more than sake.
Ooh.
There. You look so... We need people to order drinks, not call for help.
Ah!
I can't change my face.
The other day, when you watched me perform, what were you thinking of?
How it must be nice to sit around and play music all day.
You looked peaceful. If you think about it again, it might fix our scowling problem.
Won't the owner recognize that I don't work here? What if he starts asking questions?
Deflect. You're good at that. Come on. Let's find this Chosuke.
Alright. So I guess
Try
we're
to be
taking a
polite.
break.
And absolutely no violence.
Define violence.
A physical action that provokes anything other than a thank you.
There she is, the most beautiful musician in Ezo.
Heita, does your offer still stand?
Of course. But who is this?
I've worked here for 2 years.
Oh, you must have changed your hair.
She's kindly offered to help me warm up.
Our best patrons are upstairs. Practice on the rabble down here. They won't know any better.
Remember, we're looking for the Matsumai's informant, Chosuke. He's our best chance at finding the Nine-Tails hideout.
You sound nervous.
I have a reputation to uphold.
May I present the lovely Oyuki and Nakajima's very own waitress.
I'll play something simple. Try to follow the best you can.
Okay.
Eyes down, ears open.
The samurai were poking around again.
I heard they paid off Chosuke's debts.
Clan Matsumae is covering Chosuke's debts.
Must be why he's willing to risk the Nine-Tails' ire.
Last week he lost everything but his shoes. Where's Chosuke finding the money to gamble?
Chosuke's a gambler.
Heita keeps a room upstairs for Zeni Hajiki.
Chosuke here yet? He promised me around the sake.
You're kidding. He's always Heita's first customer.
Chosuke's here now. He arrived this morning.
Then he's likely upstairs. Once you find Chosuke, slip this into his cup.
What is it?
Something his stomach won't soon forget. Thank you for listening.
I don't know what Chosuke looks like.
Offering a free round of sake should do the trick. May this song bring you luck, or comfort in your misfortune.
Master Chosuke.
Who's asking?
Your friends from the south would like to cover your next round of sake.
Oh? Oh, then I'll take something refined. Elegant. Expensive.
No prices. Which one would he want? Notes of milk. Like a fog blanket. Too heavy. Strong. That's what I would order. Not exactly refined. That's sake? It's smooth. Dangerous. I almost feel bad tainting something so delicious. Please enjoy.
Ah.
Your play.
I have to. Oh no.
Too easy. Come, Atsu.
He's not going to die, is he?
Not if he drinks plenty of water. But maybe don't tell him that. Breathe, Chosuke. Or the parasite that danced its way into a sake cup will only become more aggressive.
Who are you? What do you want?
Talk to me about this symbol.
I saw it on a piece of fabric at a dye house near the river.
What else?
The owner has been acting strange. Her shop's been closed for weeks. She won't even sell to long-time customers. Am I going to die?
Go home. Brew a large pot of tea and drink every last drop.
And Chosuke, lay off the dice.
To the dye house, then.
As soon as I get out of this damn kimono.
Feel better?
Yes, I can move again. You handled yourself well back there with Chosuke.
I simply followed your lead.
It wasn't my idea to put a parasite in his sake.
An old trick I learned to keep my more enthusiastic admirers in line.
You could hire a bodyguard.
And share my profits? Not a chance.
Dye master Chosuke mentioned. Do you know her?
Not personally, but she makes the most beautiful designs. I've heard they even sell in Kyoto.
Makes you wonder why she's living all the way...
We should keep moving.
Makes you wonder why she's living all the way out here.
Sometimes we can't escape where we're from. We're here.
There's the symbol. The Ninetales hideout should be close by.
The question is where?
You are at the hideout. I mean, it could be up that mountain, but I got a feeling you are at the hideout.
No one's here.
Overturned trays of food.
Like they were grabbed in the middle of their meal.
You think the Dye Master was taken by the Ninetales?
Let's check the other building.
Oh, wow.
Find something?
There's a symbol on the lid. Another symbol.
Check the cipher. What does it mean?
Okay, so engage, death, or engage. Huh.
pedestal may be.
Okay. Okay, so there's the square page.
A fox statue.
With 9 tails. That seems right.
Oh, that's interesting.
And the other. No traps triggered. That's a good sign.
Try the middle path now. Well done.
Stay close and follow my lead.
All this was under our feet?
Hiding in plain sight. They're keeping prisoners.
Hopefully the Dai Master is among them.
Stay back until it's clear.
So, good time to talk now. So, again, I've already expressed, how I feel about the whole console conversation and how I've come to an understanding that PCs don't even belong in the conversation because they're not consoles. What else?
Help us, please!
Are you the Dai Master?
Yes. How did you find us? We're looking for a shinobi wearing a kitsune mask.
That demon threatened to burn my workshop if I didn't turn away my customers. I cooperated until he started taking prisoners.
That's when he threw you in here.
There are others deeper in. Please, help them.
The kitsune might still be here. I'll keep going. Take them back to the house.
Be careful, Atsu.
So, what else? Be careful, y'all. Get on up out of here. So anyway, so now the whole Valve thing. Wait, what?
Clever.
All right. So, Valve, let me be the first to say a few things in regard to the Valve stuff. And I won't be the first to say, but I'll just be somebody saying this. Number one, I only own a Switch because I bought one for my daughter, and so I have it. She's gone on to other things in her life. I hardly ever play it. I have games on it I've literally never opened or never played. I got like 2 Zelda games, Breath of the Wild and whatever the other one is. Never played it. I got, of course, Mario Kart, and I probably got a good maybe 6 or 7 games on it or something. Let me see. I know I got like Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy, like the combo game. I know I got Mario, like the Mario Bowser game. Let's see here. I could look at them right now, actually. Let me just get some light so I can actually see. So yeah, I have Ultimate Alliance 3, which was like the main reason I bought the Switch, to be honest. Like I bought it for my daughter, but I wanted to play that game and Switch was the only one that had it, which was stupid. And then once I played it, I felt like I was stupid for buying a system just for that one game because it wasn't worth it. But yeah, Mario, what is this? Mario something and Bowser's Fury. Super Mario World and Bowser's Fury, that game. What do we have here? Donkey Kong Country and Super Smash Bros. And then also, yeah, Mario Kart Deluxe 8. So, yeah, so those are the games that I have on the Switch. Oh, I didn't even name any of the Zelda games because they're in the they're still in their cases. Like I said, I don't play it. I was just reading what I have in my little travel thing. But again, the biggest thing for me and Switch and Nintendo is the fact that I'm not a person who plays games on the go. So it doesn't really appeal to me. It's cool and everything, but I'm definitely not in that place in my life where I would be going anywhere playing games on the go. When I'm out the house, I'm doing other things. I'm not playing games. So for that reason, that's like the biggest reason that for me, Nintendo just isn't a system that I even care much about as far as the game options that they provide. Again, just not something that I even bother with, even though they might be something that might appeal to me if I actually took the time out to play them. But number one, the prices are always too much. They're hardly like their games are never on sale, hardly ever. They're always full price, even used. They're high priced, and I definitely don't feel that it's worth it. So I don't even want to support a system or a company that takes advantage of people by providing you with something that isn't even worth, the money. At least not to me. So, so that's my whole thing with Nintendo, and of course, all the other practices that they're doing in regards to how they're going about their system, with whether it's the digital code or all the other stuff. But I guess what we were trying to talk about was Valve and Steam. So Valve Steam is pretty much a PC trying to pretend to be a console, but it's not. It runs Windows, and I don't know anything about Steam for the same reason that I brought up the Nintendo stuff, meaning I'm not a on the go gamer, which is what those Steam handhelds and stuff are about. So since I'm not on the go gamer, it doesn't appeal to me. Just literally doesn't. So I understand that for me, I'm not the excuse me, having a little kiwi here. I'm not the gamer that is the majority, you know. We got kids and people of all other ages that it fits them better. And a lot of people just buy stuff because they can. And people are always in different places in their life doing different things. And people, whether they have money or not, will spend money on what they want. You think people might be poor and not have a lot of money, but they still find a way to spend $500+ on a PS5 and get other stuff. And, I can't speak on people who, like I saw something on social media where somebody had a PS5 and they wanted to get it fixed. And when the guy opened it up, it has so much dust in it. It was horrible and scary. Like what does your place look like if you got that much dust in your PS5? Because I've had my PS5 the whole time. Like my PS5, I got day one when it came out. So, so my PS5 is as old as anybody else's PS5, and I know for a fact my PS5 doesn't look like that because I did upgrade the memory on the inside, so I have opened it up. I've also changed the casing on it and put black plates on it. So I've been in my console a couple times, and in no way, shape, form, or fashion does it look that bad. This is crazy. That, like, what type of environment are you in to have that much dust in your expensive gaming console? Kind of sad. But it just reminds me that there are all kinds of people out there, considering there are millions of people who own a PlayStation 5. So all kinds of people out there with all kinds of, gaming styles, gaming opinions, et cetera, et cetera. Like, there are a ton of people that play Minecraft, Fortnite, and stuff like that, things that I would never play. I mean, I've played Minecraft and Fortnite like at least once each, and neither one of those was appealing to me at all. I played them to see what the noise was about, to see what the big deal was about, and I was not impressed at all. And so, it's just kind of one of those things where I realized that since most people play those games, I'm not most people. And I know there are a ton of people there are definitely more people that don't play those games that than do. It's just the fact that the number one selling games are those games. Um, it's just kind of interesting. Um, and what else? Like in regard to um, those games, like also Call of Duty. Like I stopped playing Call of Duty years ago. Um, and then like what was it? NBA 2K is like a real big game, and I've been so disappointed with like if that game and a lot of sports games obviously are just rehashes of the same thing. No real changes, no innovation, nothing new, nothing special, nothing more enjoyable. To take away NBA Street, NFL Street, and keep giving you the crap that they give you is just sad. And plus, I don't even like the NBA anymore. So, I mean, now granted, I still play 2K, but I don't play the new ones. I play the old ones, whatever old one I last bought. I think the last one I bought was 24, I think. And, I was able to get it because I always get it when it's old, like when they're selling it for 20, $30. Like, okay, I'll get it for that price. But outside of that, yeah, no. And that's what I mean. Like to get older games when they're cheaper, that makes sense. I'm not going to pay full price for something that's, just a rehash or whatever. Just something updated with a roster. That's pointless. But yeah, so, with the Valve thing, again, it's a PC-ish, and it's not even the greatest PC. Like, I literally have a awesome PC that I got from, PC Center or something? Anyway, I got a power spec PC pre-built. I could have put one together, but why bother? Because it, for the purpose of what I needed it for, which was really just video editing and for school and stuff. I wasn't trying to have a gaming PC, but to have an AMD Ryzen 7 9800 X3D processor with 96 megs of L3 cache, 32 gigs of RAM, DDR5 RAM, of course, solid state, 2 terabyte solid state boot drive. Pretty much got everything that got a Radeon RX 9070 XT graphics card. So again, is it the most expensive thing on the market? No. Is it one of the, as far as like stats or specs or whatever, like pretty a good upper tier, like better than like mid tier or decent, high on the high end of a mid tier PC? Yes. So, it wasn't something that like it's more powerful than an Xbox Series X, a PS5, and a Valve or whatever, even the PS6. So, and better than the Magnus that is yet to come out. So, but the reality is, what are you buying a console for? You're buying a console for exclusives and the experience of playing it, at home on your PS5 DualSense controller. I don't know what people buy Xboxes for. Like, what is it that you're getting? Because every game that's available on the Xbox is available on a PC. Only a handful of games that PlayStation makes is on a PC. Unfortunately, and Sony probably should be kicking themselves in the butt for it, but hey, it's their, companies make stupid moves all the time. But to have your God of War and Spider-Man, The Last of Us, and I think even Ghost of Tsushima, I don't know if Uncharted is on PC or not, but just to have even, 4 or 5 of those exclusive titles on PC, they got their money, but was it worth it? Because now you've given millions of people a reason to be like, oh, I don't have to buy a PS5. I'll just, get the game on PC. And when they get it on PC, they don't even have to buy it. Because, again, it's an open platform where you can just, steal stuff illegally and do it that way. So anyway, but that's on them, not my issue. But yeah, so I am glad that, you know, I don't have to worry about, the issues that, where did I go? The issues that, oh, I came this way. Okay. I don't have to worry about the issues that, other people have as far as, if they were an Xbox gamer or a PC gamer and they want a different experience. Oh boy. Anyway, wait, this is where I came from. Yeah, this is where I came from. I went the wrong way. I was going the right way, and okay. Anyway. Squeeze under, huh? Okay. Kunai. Whoa. I don't trust that. I'll squeeze under there. Oh, this is weird. Should I have gone the other way? Interesting. Anyway, yeah, I bet you if I'd have went that way, it would have did something. Interesting. I wonder if I should go back through that area just in case there's something in there that I don't know. I don't trust it. And why are they showing me this? Why is that popping up? I don't trust this. Yeah, I'm gonna just stay this way. Why does that come up though? I don't see anything here. Whatever.
This isn't a training ground like the other hideout. Why take prisoners? What do the Ninetales want? Huh.
Interesting. Oh, I see a tail. I see a nine-tail. Okay, so anyway, I'm just gonna pause for the calls here. And yeah, let's do maps. So, see, looking for good. So, I'll just wait. Oh, really? Okay. All right. It's right there. I got it. Wow. Okay. So, there you have it. All right. So anyway, so let me try to wrap this up because let me see. Am I even still alive right now before I start talking to myself? Yes, I am. All right. Hour and a half. All right. Um, so yeah. So Valve, Steam Deck, whatever, Steam Deck 2. Um, is it going to affect Microsoft or not? Um, Not really. Is it going to affect PlayStation or not? Not really, because what it's offering is already available, which is the funny thing that people want to make it a big deal. Everybody's making a video about it. It's just I guess there's just enough people out there that are uneducated about the situation, so they watch these videos and have their comments about it. But the reality is, like it was said before, when people were talking about the ROG Ally X coming out and saying you'll be able to play your PlayStation 5 games on it. And even though it's an Xbox, and it's like, dude, it's not really an Xbox. It's a mini PC that plays, a portable PC thing that plays Xbox games. And because it's a PC, and because PlayStation put their games on PC, you can play those PCs on that, you know, on that platform by going through the proper channels or whatever. So it's nothing that wasn't already available to do. You could already play your PlayStation 5 games on your Steam Deck or whatever portable device you had that was PC related. Any portable PC thing that you have, um, you know, you could play your PlayStation 5 games on it. Like, duh, it's a PC. And they put their games on PC, so there you have it. So whether it's Valve, whether it's the Magnus, whether it's, ROG Ally X, whatever, yes, you can play whatever PlayStation 5 game that's on PC on those devices because they are PCs and not really Xboxes or, you know, um, they're not a game console. They're literally just, portable PC devices, almost like a daggone, handheld mini laptop, that allows you to access Windows, you know. So no big deal. But of course, people are going to make it a big deal because, they need something to talk about and something for people to click on. They make it seem like they got, something worth talking about or something worth getting, concerned about or, whatever the case may be. But realistically, it's not going to affect Sony. It's not going to affect Nintendo, and it's not going to affect Microsoft. That's the funny thing. It's really not. Will it be successful? Who can say? That's based on the company and how much it costs for them to make it and how many they sell. Because, they could sell 10 to 20 million and that could be a success for them. Whereas, here Sony PlayStation 5 is almost at 100 million. And, the Switch, I don't even know how many millions the Switch has, Switch 1 and 2. I mean, but in either case, both Sony and PlayStation are millions and millions more than even Xbox's most recent console, I think, which got like maybe close to 30 million. So this new Valve console or whatever might not even do what Xbox did, and they were in last place. So, honestly, it's laughable. But hey, if that's what you want to do, if you want to buy into that, play that, go for it. I personally don't own a Steam Deck, don't have a Valve account, a Steam account, none of that. I don't play portable games. Outside of the Switch that I own, and I don't play that. So, like I have a Game Boy that might still work, a Game Boy Color, but um, but seriously, yeah, like what's the point of playing portable games? Like whatever, just not my thing. Um, but it will be interesting to see what happens. Realistically, I'm still on a enjoyable, pleasurable high from the Dodgers winning back-to-back World Series and loving that championship. I like being associated with winners, like the Dodgers. um, just cool, fun talk. But anyway, I guess I will go ahead and end this live so I can finish playing this. And I'll holler at y'all later. Hopefully, I can get to a point where I can get back on screen and do some other things. But I got some schoolwork and other life stuff to do, but we'll get around to it. Yeah, I'll take it easy.